G'day, I'm Will, this is Ella. We're super excited to be taking over the principal blog for today.
So basically what we're going to do today is we're interviewing teachers about their staff exhibition, which had its opening night on Saturday, and basically it has all the teachers' art.
Well, Gavin, earlier in the year we thought about the idea of having a staff exhibition, but we didn't want to do an art exhibition. We didn't want to put people under that sort of limitation. What we really wanted is to show the creative culture of QACI and how the staff themselves have this creative endeavour that they do in their own lives. So it was a little bit of an insight for the students too into what staff do when they're not at work.
I don't know what they think we do outside of this building on a daily basis, but it was wonderful to engage with our students on our creative passions and what we love to do. My passion is really being able to create with wood. My pieces, my jewellery box here, I've also got a side table there and a couple of camphor laurel pieces over the side there, have all come from a tree that's been struck down by lightning. So my creative piece has been called Reborn, because I believe in being able to recreate with natural products, the raw materials, and this has been in my life for about 15 years. My wife now uses it, but I love being able to create with my hands.
When you're making stuff, do you know if there's a particular inspiration that you get when you're making it, or you just kind of...
I sort of love to just use the natural part of the timber. I love being able to create because I can go to my own space, be in my own space, and use the natural products how I see they should be. Certainly this has been carved because the tree that I used was a pretty ugly shape and it was sort of lots of lines in it, so that's why I wanted to reconstruct that. But certainly my other pieces, you know, the side tail is a very traditional piece out of the sun. So that cedar is exactly the same as the red cedar here. That's a very traditional piece where this is far more creative, but there's just as much creativity in that in the shaping.
So Mr. Croswell, what inspired you to make this?
Actually, I've been having the idea for a year or so. I was going to make a bigger piece, but I thought here's an opportunity. I have all these mineral water bottles that reminded me of jellyfish, so I cut them. It's just terrible what's happening with plastic, so I just sort of thought, well, maybe we'll make a bit of a sort of statement that when you see them, they are jellyfish, but we know they're not jellyfish, but turtles don't and birds don't, but it's fun. So I think the art department need a big kudos, Miss Stevens in particular, for getting this idea. It brings everyone together and just sort of makes a talking point. So that's the whole goal. It's amazing to see what other people do.
So Lucy, tell us about your exhibition.
So my stuff is all about the sort of small moments that I have to be able to create something for myself, and so it tends to be watercolour. They're not long pieces, they take about a half an hour to an hour. I printed them up larger, and my daughters are a very strong influence, so I use them often in my work. I also did a model on the night, so I did body paint. So she was from about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we set her up, and so we did head to toe with her, and yeah, it was wonderful. So she was fantastic to be able to stand there and let me do that, to showcase the work that I've done in the past. I've always kind of been interested in human context and looking at faces and seeing the emotions that I can get through the face. I'm always looking and delving into the human psyche and why we do what we do, and I love to show that through the expression that is on faces.
So how many years has photography been something that you just...
Since I can remember. The idea behind the series here is pigeon pairs, that everything in nature tends to pair up. My friend Sue Tansley is an art teacher in the UK, and she did some prints on bubble jets on transparency and then put them onto watercolours, and I thought I'd try it out and see what it looks like. So they kind of come out like paintings as opposed to photographs. One thing I'm big about is not photoshopping things, so what you actually see here is what I captured at that moment. I'm really interested in the way light can disperse itself across different surfaces and things like that.
What's the choir that you're involved with?
So on the night I sang in my choir. We sang about 4 songs during the opening night. As you might know as a music student, there's this big sort of thing about everybody can sing.
Yeah,
Like, you know, that everyone can
that
sing.
is
Yeah.
that is the thing. Everyone
Yeah.
can sing. Some people just need a bit more practice, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
Yeah. So I find it a really good therapy, you know, to get my mind out of everything else and just go along. And they're a really great bunch of people.